Hey guys, welcome back to the Human Condition. I want to start off by saying thank you guys so much for all the support, all of my recent videos. You guys seem to really like the brain chemicals, like which character from the show represents different brain chemicals, and um, what characters, what character roles are these characters from these shows. So I'm definitely going to continue doing that. And speaking of which, this is actually one of those videos today, and it's another biology video. So I was trying to find a new show because I feel bad because I feel like I'm always posting so many different shows for How I Met Your Mother and The Umbrella Academy, but I wanted to add some new shows and still incorporate those shows as well. So there's a really new show I've been watching recently. I'm already on like the third season of it, and it's called AP Bio. When I first saw this show, I was like, wow, this is lit. This is awesome. This is lit, because the main character is a guy named Jack Griffin, and he kind of reminds me of me just a little bit, some of his traits, but not like his extreme traits, like his over exaggerated traits. But he's just really funny, and I like to. He reminds me of me because he's into philosophy, and he just some things he does is kind of funny. He'd be like me. I mean, some things I don't relate to, like his revenge, his villain arc, getting revenge on people. But I think it's funny that he has the confidence to pull it off, and I think I respect that in a way. And also, he knows what he's won. He's not afraid to express it, and I think that's kind of respectable. Which is and that kind of reminds me of like something, even if I'm not like that, something that I can respect. And this leads to philosophy I agree with, and he's his goal to get a lot of baddies. It's pretty awesome. And even in the show, he's can show that he's committed, because later in the show he meets a girl named Lynette, and he seems to really care about her and it can be committed as well, which is something I also respect. And I was like, wow, it's pretty cool guy. I was like, it reminds me of me a little bit, just without the extreme parts. But basically, if you're here for the title, how's it going? I'm just gonna do brain chemicals and what each brain chemical I think each of them represent. And so yeah, the first one would probably be Jack. Jack Griffin, I think, is embodiment of either dopamine or adrenaline, because he does have the tendencies to do self desires. Like last video, I talked about Barney and how his impulse is to get a lot of women, and kind of like self indulge in the things he enjoys, like drinking, getting women, and stuff like that. And that's kind of similar to Jack. However, Jack has a little bit of, at least especially in the first season, I think he calms down a little bit, but very aggressive tendencies that can kind of like, and more revenge oriented, which makes me honestly probably be one of the first characters I give the title of adrenaline to, because he's almost like he runs off pure passion, which is good, but passion also means anger. So you see a lot of angry outbursts, not almost like, not even outbursts, like minor outbursts, but like built in, like repressed anger, resentment almost in Jack Griffin, which I think is that his confidence to pull that off. But it's kind of crazy to say, like it's kind of like it's just funny to watch it how it plays out in the show. If you've never seen AP Bio, I kind of recommend. I recommend it because it's pretty funny. It has a little bit of dark humor, just in case you check it out. So I just want to warn you before you go watch it, if you decide to watch it. But it's a pretty funny show overall. So Jack Griffin would probably be the embodiment of adrenaline or dopamine, but I'm just gonna, because of his like passion, like being very passionate, I'd say adrenaline. Which is the sign of moving quickly, passion. It's a little bit of a little bit of anger, sometimes. The next one I talk about is Durbin. Durbin is the principal. He tries to maintain the peace, but also discipline. But at the same time, his personality is more of one of peace. So he struggles with being the principal at sometimes, because he's just he's sometimes deals a lot of stress. So he would be an embodiment of cortisol, because cortisol is stress, but not really sure why. So I don't think I did a cortisol last video, but he'd be the embodiment of cortisol because he's stressed out a lot, and just in general, might not be even a specific reason, just the position he's in life. Like, it's a one that doesn't necessarily, his personality suited other like things, but he's stuck with the job he does have, and he still likes it, but it doesn't really fit his personality to the T. So it's almost like there's multiple people of the principal school. He's like the face of the principal, but there's a lot of people behind him that help him along the way. Jack can sometimes help him or just kind of manipulate him depending on his mood during the day to get what he wants. Or sometimes Jack will do things, get what he wants, but then hurt the people around him and feels bad. And we see that a lot throughout the show. And we see his character growth. And that's kind of something cool that you notice he starts to become more caring as the series goes on. But he still has that core desire, passion, at least up until the part I'm at right now. There might be more character growth. I'm only at season 3 now, and there's 4 seasons. But overall, it's a pretty good show. Then you have Sarika. She's the main, I'd say almost like the main antagonist to Jack. Sarika, we talked about foils in our last character roles. Sarika would be the foil to Jack, I guess. Because the foil is the opposite of the protagonist, and the show, it helps show the main characteristics of Jack, the main character, and she is like the exact opposite of Jack. Jack is kind of stressed out, but he's kind of calm. Well, he's kind of stressed out when it comes to his own like needs, where Sarika is more stressed out by her goals. Well, yeah, her goals. So this is why I consider her norepinephrine, because unlike Durbin, who's stressed out just in general because of the position he is, and she's stressed out by not achieving a goal that she's trying to achieve, and that's flight or flight, norepinephrine, and that's the stress hormone that actually more motivates you than cortisol. Because Durbin might not feel as motivated by his stresses, and might feel overwhelmed by them, whereas norepinephrine, Sarika is more motivated to challenge Jack on not teaching the class because she's very she's a little stressed out and feels like she has to put her opinion in to get what she desires. Kind of like Jack, but Jack isn't stressed out about not achieving his goals. He's more angry about not achieving goals. So that's the difference. Jack being adrenaline, he's angry about not achieving his goals. She's stressed out that she's not going to achieve her goals. So a little different, but kind of similar. And she's a little angry too at the same time. So she would be norepinephrine. You got another character, Heather. I'd argue actually she's probably serotonin. Her or Grace. Serotonin keeps the group together and is happy. So Grace is another character in the show, and she does. But I think honestly it'd probably be Heather because she's Jack's favorite. And most of the chaos in the show is due to Jack's constant need for revenge, and Heather is the one he likes the most out of the class, and she is the one who comes up with the most solutions to get these revenge plans done, So that being said, in a way, she resolves the chaos, at the least within the classroom, because she calms kind of Jack down and helps him achieve his goals. So serotonin, like last video I said, was, I think, Marshall, keeps the group together. Heather really keeps the group together in AP Bio, at least to an extent. Her or Helen, but mainly her because she keeps the group together within the classroom. The last 2 characters I talk about is probably Lynette, Jack's girlfriend, sorta, off and on girlfriend. She would be GABA. I know last video for chemicals I said one of my videos, Klaus from the Umbrella Academy would be GABA. She would be GABA in this show because she's like a less angry version of Jack. She's chill, down for revenge sometimes and getting back at people, but that's not her main desire in life. Whereas Jack, his main desire is to get revenge. Like, that's his key personality trait, where she is more, can do that, but is really chill and kind of just like a good balance for, I guess, them being together is a good balance. She kind of chills him out in a way. But that's why she'd be GABA in the show. And honestly, I know I said I kind of remind Jack, but she has some traits that are like, I guess, also like me, because she can do the like get back at someone thing, but she's not like as motivated to it as Jack, I guess, and she's more chill, and I feel like I have that more chill, like laid back type demeanor than I do as Jack, I guess. So she'd be GABA, and the final one I talk about is oxytocin, the loving, caring, sweet chemical, which I think I gave to Ted in our How I Met Your Mother video, and that'd be Grace in the class, because she's can almost calm the class down, but she doesn't do it quite as much as Heather, and she's like very caring and says funny, like sweet things a lot in the class, sometimes out of pocket, just random stuff. So she'd be oxytocin probably in AP Bio. So I hope you like my biology video. I thought it's kind of fitting. Also, the reason I want to do this is because AP Bio, biology, this video's main theme is biology, the brain chemical ones, and it's AP Bio. So if Jack Griffin saw this video, they hate it because it's biology oriented. But yeah, so those are my synopsis of or my analysis of the characters from AP Bio. Jack Griffin would be the embodiment of adrenaline because he's passionate and angry but goes after his goals. Heather in the class would be serotonin because she helps Jack achieve his goals and keeps everything calm within the classroom. Durbin would be cortisol because he kind of stressed out the position he is in, but he also lets other people take the reins and help him out, maintaining the school's overall stability. Grace would be oxytocin because she's like sweet and caring. And Sarika would be the foil, if we do this foil. And brain chemical would be norepinephrine because she's motivated and challenges probably Jack one of the most times in the class. So these are the AP Bio characters represent different brain chemicals. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you guys again for watching. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you want. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.